excited. This is what I came for. This is what I'm here for. I've done a couple of Philippines videos, like top 10 places in Philippines, Filipino urban legends, and everyone's saying come to Philippines, and I put, should me and Ben come to Philippines? And so the response was massive. Everyone like, yes, yes, already welcome. Everyone's so nice. And I'm asking about the food and the street food because I love food. And everyone was saying it's so nice. The food is so nice. What can I do? What can I do? What video deserves to be next on the Philippines? And you know, I thought I'm a little bit hungry right now. I'm a little bit hungry right now. And I thought I want to know what could be there. What could be there? Street food. Like real food, homemade food, nice. I'm hoping this video shows everything that Philippines has to offer because there's big things, everyone's saying big things about the food. So hopefully, like I said, me and Ben could go to Philippines next year. Let's hope the channel gets bigger and maybe we'll be able to go. It'd be a massive trip. So let's hope we get 10 million subscribers by next week. If you haven't followed us, Instagram's there, everything's down below at both us channels in description. Check them both out, subscribe. There's only one thing to do. Let's get the taste buds going and let's watch.
Hey everyone, it's Mark Weens. I am hanging out with my buddy Anton Diaz. This is Anton, and we are in Manila, in the heart of Manila, in Quiapo, and we came here to eat Filipino street food. So we're gonna show you some.
What was that?
Here to eat Filipino.
Am I tripping out, or is that a baby chick? Am I tripping out, or is that a baby chick?
Filipino street food. So we're gonna show you some of the most iconic Filipino street foods right in Quiapo Market.
No idea what any of that was, just in that big tray there, like the balls.
Along with the Quiapo Church, which you can visit. You can come here for a really interesting, unique market in Manila. There's lots of street food there. It's like a flea market, an open-air flea market where you can buy all sorts of things. And even just walking around here and just observing the culture is very fascinating. So packed, and there's so much going on. There's fruit, there's a lot of fresh ingredients as well. But then I'm also seeing a lot of dried fish, a lot of street food snacks, full of everything you can imagine.
Like melon or watermelon. What's tumpok? It looks like ginger. Looks like ginger cloves. Is it cloves or is it like roots? Ginger roots?
And then lots of street food tucked in every corner. Oh, look at all these dried fish.
This is 10 tumpak. How much is that for 1 chili?
Tangon.
Yes, please.
It's called tangon. Salt tangon.
The first street food we're gonna try is they have a number of different like noodle-looking dishes, and I think this one is mung bean noodles, and I'm not sure what else, but some spices, and it's made into kind of a soupy dish.
It seems like the perfect thing to dip bread into.
What is the name of this dish?
Sotanghon.
Sotanghon.
Soup. It's a glass noodle with egg, and then palabok, one of the popular Filipino pancit.
How do you create like the sauce? Not the sauce, but like the liquid, the stock, the broth. Like how is it brown? Like what is put into it to make it nice? So I'm trying to be able to make food myself now, living alone. And I never know how people make like stews that are so nice and thick, other than putting OXO cubes in. But I imagine this is all like homemade. All the flavours come from everything that's put into it.
We just got some front row seats. Awesome. Chef's table. Okay. There's an egg in here. There's the mung bean noodles. There are long beans. There's shallots.
60 cents?
There's meat in here too, Anda.
That's like 45p in England. It's well cheap.
It's a little bit salty and a little bit kind of like oily. The broth is kind of oily. But then those noodles, they just kind of slide right down. You barely even need to chew them and they just slide. I'm gonna dig into this egg. Oh yeah, an egg makes everything better.
I'd really like to try the noodles.
Oh yeah. You cannot eat this fast because it's so hot. Oh, that yolk is on fire. So now you can do some seasoning. So I'm gonna squeeze in a calamansi, give it a little bit of a citrusiness to it. And then also, oh, this is like fish sauce.
Fish sauce?
Add in a little bit of fish sauce. Sprinkle in some pepper.
He's playing with fire there.
This is really a slurping. Oh, it almost slurped right out of my mouth. This is really a dish you've got to slurp. Just been given some rice cakes, and these are like, I think they're steamed rice cakes. So break a piece of this, and they said that it should be eaten along with the soup. It's a little bit sweet and very...
That is something I'd love to try. I'm sure it was a rice cake. Blah, rice cake. My friend Jim, he's from Malaysia, and he made like a hot pot for us with like dim sum and like loads of different foods. But I'm sure we had those rice cakes, and they were so nice. They're proper sweet. They're like dessert. Like, if you haven't tried them, you got to try them. But I'd love to go over here and try and dip them into something like this.
Very, very spongy, and a little bit sour as well. This little street food stall is so tight that we had to set up the camera across the food from us. So then Anton and I got front row. These are the best seats in the whole street food stall. And we just finished with our bowl of the glass noodles, and now we've got another dish.
Yeah.
What's this dish called?
This is palabok.
Palabok.
Yeah. And anato achwete,
Yes.
achwete pork topped with tofu,
That looks nice.
tinapa, chicharron.
Chicharron, okay.
Before you eat it, you have to
Squeeze out some calamansi?
Of course.
Of course.
What's with the lime? Is it a thing to put lime on
Then
a
you
lot of
also
food?
eat it with puto.
Okay.
Rice cake.
Oh, this is a great atmosphere. Awesome place. And then the key to this dish is you've got to fully mix it all with the sauce, with the noodles, with all those toppings. And chicharron in there. And there's minced meat, I think, in here as well.
Yeah. And tinapa, which is fish.
Oh, and fish also. And tofu. So there's a lot of ingredients in this little plate of food.
This is what I'd like to do.
Before it all slides off your fork.
I would literally go on a full street bender in Philippines just to try food for a video.
Well, that's
If
awesome.
I could have a YouTube channel that's
Kinda
just
like
eating
goofy.
food in
But
the
then you've got-
Philippines,
what I can
I'd
really
do it.
taste is the fried garlic in there. The fried garlic is really nice in there. And it's like goofy and sticky, and this is just a wonderful street food, Filipino street food.
If you're in Philippines, how often do you eat street food? Like, is it a normal thing for everyone to go out and get street food? Does everybody eat at home? Like, what's the difference? Like, would you class street food as a takeaway? Like, if we go out in England and you get street food, you usually would class it as like a takeaway. Like, there's not many street vendors who are selling really our culture type of things. It's usually like burgers and kebabs and stuff like that. Or if you push the bar, maybe fish and chips and that'd be our thing, but we wouldn't eat that much, really.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sarap.
You say salamat.
Salamat.
Probably because ours is overpriced and it's sometimes not that nice.
Okay, that was absolutely awesome. And you just cannot get a better street food environment than that.
He looks happy. He looks like he knows what he's doing. He's had a good time.
This is a market where you can come to really get a feel of the real Manila. It really feels like you're in the heart of Manila here. The action, there's so many things for sale, and people are really friendly at this market as well. Hello. Hello. It's a great place when you're in Manila. This is a place you want to come explore if you want to really feel the culture of Manila.
Even in the Manila video that I did, everyone seemed so nice
It's very
and
busy
friendly.
today. Is it like this every day? Oh, okay. It's like this every day. This is a superhuman traffic jam. All right, we made it through that intersection.
Itinaas
One of the iconic places here is the Quiapo Church.
Okay, and we're standing right next to Quiapo Church right now.
Yes, and it's home to the Black Nazarene, which is very miraculous.
Okay.
You know, people believe if you pray to, if you have a devotion to the Black Nazarene, it creates miracles in your life.
Wow.
Buhos para sa inyo at para sa lahat sa ikapagpapatawad ng mga kasalanan.
When we were growing up as a child, so fishball in fishball carts.
Are they all fish balls or are there chicken
No,
balls
this
as
is
well?
fishball, squid ball, and what you call kikiam, like a Chinese.
All mixed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you just get.
We're standing right in front of the church, so it's a little loud. I hope you can hear me. And so, you just grab a stick yourself.
Oh, it's so cheap.
And then you just poke.
Imagine if we could just live out here for about 6 months.
Usually the brown ones.
You want the brown ones because those are more crispy.
Yeah.
Okay. So you then just choose as many as you want. Choose on a stick. And then you just choose as many as you want on a stick. And then you add the sauce.
Yes.
Okay.
You can, now it's modern, you have to put it, you can put it in a cup.
Na Birheng Maria na ina ng Diyos, kaisa ng mga apostol at ng lahat ng mga
They have a fork here to put it on.
namuhay dito sa
That's awesome. Come on.
kasama ng
What's the texture? Like, is
Then
it
you stick it in the cup.
really soft and
And then,
mushy, or is it like deep fried?
And then you move over to the sauce station where you add in your own sauce into the cup.
yeah, Filipino food is known for sauces.
And lots of vinegar as well,
Lots of
yeah?
vinegar, lots of sauce.
Yeah.
You can add, you know, with onions, with chili. Yeah.
Cool.
And so you usually have a cup so that people don't double dip. So you create your own sauce.
I think this is
So what sauce you picking?
And you take the spoon?
sa kasalanan at ilayo sa lahat ng kapahamakan, samantalang aming pinanamikan.
Oh yeah, that looks good. Do I need more, or is that good?
Just put more.
Look at them colours.
Panginoong Jesucristo,
chili though, isn't it, as well?
ang mga
And onions.
apostol,
Alright, and then-
kapayapaan ang iniiwan ko
And
sa
that's more
inyo.
sauce?
Ang aking kapayapaan ang ibibigay ko sa inyo.
I'll just go with vinegar. Let it absorb all of that vinegar and those onions and those chilies. Grab some of those chilies. All right, I got 3 different types of fish balls here. Oh, it's still pretty hot. It kind of has a gooey texture. The vinegar makes.
He's definitely eating it when it's way too hot, and he's trying not to pretend that it's not boiling his
Really
mouth.
makes it good. The vinegar and those onions and chilies. Oh, look at that bite.
You have to get more now.
They're like party fish balls.
These are our childhood favorites.
Should down that,
Big
dude.
fat childhood memories. You know, having mass and then after
Okay.
mass, yeah.
And I love the culture of just standing here around the cart eating. It's so atmospheric and so much fun. Anton was just talking to the owner of this street food stall, and he actually said that they
Oh, come on,
are
Anton,
chicken
close your mouth, you know
balls.
what I mean?
Yeah, because they like it bigger, and
Ah,
it's
so
2
they-
pesos. Usually.
2 pesos per ball that we just ate.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's more profitable. And it's
Ah,
The
okay.
fish balls are smaller and like 1 peso or less.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so they're actually chicken balls here. And then right next door to the chicken ball stand is a dried squid stand. And this looks delicious. I smelled it, and I knew that's what we need to eat next. These are just the,
You know what, I'd like to try
the
that.
squid bodies. And then I'm also gonna get...
It just looks really, really crispy. Like,
And those are the squid heads.
you tell me, is it
So those are just gonna...
Is it crispy, like
those are
nice
gonna
crispy, or is it like
the
hot
hot
teeth?
close really fast.
gums?
Go ahead.
With chili.
Chili.
It's so good.
Tastes so good.
Yeah. Only here in the Philippines.
Oh, they
You
all...
need to get a lot of onions on there. Is it onions or shallots?
Onions, huh?
And what you can do is you
It's
can
perfect how
try
they all
to
grasp.
scoop up as much onions and chilies and vinegar as you can on top of your squid. All right, man. I was trying not to do that. They're really tight. They're really tight on the skewer. So if you pull too hard, all the onions come flying off. That's what happens.
It's also nice to see how the police are just there watching.
It's like, yeah, salty dried squid. Has a little bit of a crispiness to it. And then, hello.
Hi.
But I love it with that vinegar and those onions. That's delicious. That is a wonderful Filipino street food.
Hey, they have to go because of
Oh.
they have to dip this.
Okay. What's your name?
You want to try?
Roger.
Yeah. But this is good.
Nakabili guys.
Ano.
Ano, Patrick?
My name is Mark.
Patrick.
Patrick. Nice to meet you.
Salamat naman kayo.
Thank you, Mama.
Bye-bye.
Everyone just seems so nice.
The Apple Market, there's two
All the
sides,
time.
right?
Yeah.
One is by the church, surrounding the church.
You know why? Because they got good food. That's why they're all nice and
So
happy.
we just crossed over the street.
This is called Ito.
Sa'yo kuya, penny balut sir. Dalawa? Sa'yo kuya, penny balot. Yan, harina.
Harina.
Ayan, yung harina.
Bakit?
It's nice to see them making it in from here. If that's baby chicks, I'm not
So
sure.
you pick and choose. Oh, you get both.
For the sauce.
Oh, okay.
Saka, ilang day old?
Wala.
Isang piraso lang?
Hindi isa kami. Paano kinakain yan?
Lahat kuya, lahat.
Ha?
Lahat.
We are at the next street food stall, and here we're going to eat quick, which it's one of the most famous of all Filipino street foods.
Yeah. It's quail egg with flour and food coloring.
The quick is ready. Thank you. And then you add your own sauce. Thank you. These are one-day-old chickens, and she deep-fried them, and then she put it on top of our quick, which are the quail eggs
With flour
batter deep-fried around it. And so then you move over here to the sauce condiment station. Gotta go in for some onions.
Wonder if I could eat that one. Wonder if I could eat that
And
one.
also a lot of that chili. Oh yeah.
Like, wouldn't it just be full of bones? Like, if you bite into it, full of bones, and also feel a bit strange eating one day old chick. It's just like how it's a full body of a chick. It's just.
They'll put some good chili on it. And then I think I'll just go straight for the vinegar next. You can never have too much vinegar on a one-day.
He's definitely eaten this before. He doesn't seem fazed by this at all.
One bite lang ate, di ba?
Sa'yo kuya, penny balot.
Ate, paano kinakain mo? One bite lang. Lahat.
Sa'yo kuya, penoy.
Okay. It's so good. It's bony. It's crispy. It's like meaty. It's rubbery. And next up for the quick, which are quail eggs in the batter.
Couldn't do that one.
And I think you can one bite this as well.
I'd definitely have this though.
Sa'yo kuya, penny balot.
Mad how that's worth more than a chicken.
Penny
Chick.
balot.
That is a big mouthful. But you've got the really creamy egg yolk in the center. And then it's like crispy and very fluffy batter on the outside.
It's quite sad really. It's worth
So we
more
are
than
moving on to the next street food.
Jollibee, we could try trying that out, but we don't have any around here, so look at that.
Basketball is the favorite sport in the Philippines, so you'll just walk around and in the neighborhoods and basically in any spare place throughout Manila, you'll see little basketball courts. So this is just in the neighborhood. What's up, man? Hi.
Brother.
Watch out.
Brother.
Watch out, watch out.
Just these so much active. Like, what's it like through 3 o'clock in the morning? Is it constantly on the go?
These are duck eggs, right? Anton and I still have not eaten the most famous, or maybe it's the most infamous Filipino street food, and that is balut. And balut is a duck egg which is partly fertilized. It's an embryo.
Yeah, and usually it's 16, 18 days.
Okay.
This one are 18-day old.
Okay, so they have different stages of the duck egg. You can get one that's 8 days, or you can get one that's 12 days, or 16 days. 18 days. So you said these are 18 days?
Yeah, if it's 18 days, just imagine you would see the chicken developed already. In a
More
sense.
developed chicken.
Yeah, with beak. More developed duck.
Feathers
Yeah.
and, okay.
More developed duck, sorry.
Okay, so he said he has 18-day-old balut, and that's what we're ordering right now. Here's the balut. Oh, it's nice and hot. This is a steamer, so the eggs are kept nice and hot. And this is a pretty good-sized egg. Check that out. That's a fistful, and it's very nice and warm. Crack this side? This one, yeah? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
so the pointed one.
Oh, the pointed goes down.
No.
It's pretty even.
Oh, yeah, this one is pretty even. They know.
Okay, so then you crack it. And then kind of peel back a little bit of that. There should be some soup in here, right? One of the best things about eating balut in the Philippines is that there are many different components all in a single shell. So first you've got to drink the soup. There's some natural juices and soup inside of the shell, so you drink that first.
Alright.
Oh, that's delicious. Oh, that's just like concentrated chicken soup.
Yeah, it's chicken soup.
Oh wow. That's like the purest of all chicken soup, because there's no added anything. It's just straight from the shell. Oh yeah, you can now see, you can start to see the embryo in there.
The hair.
Oh, the hair, oh, some juices. Alright, there we go, yeah, you can see those feathers. You can definitely see those feathers now. Yeah, I'm gonna add some salt.
Yes.
And vinegar, chili vinegar. Okay, I'm gonna season my balut next. So add a little bit of salt. Add a little bit of salt on there, and then also I want to get some chili vinegar, which is this is my seasoning, my condiment of choice in the Philippines. Oh yeah, season that with some good vinegar. You can definitely see all of the feathers on this balut. That is 18 days old. Okay, I'm gonna go in for the chick since it's on the top here. Oh, I think that is a chicken foot right there. You see that? All right. Whoa. Those are definitely feathers. There's no denying that in your mouth. But they are kind of like slimy feathers with a very strong poultry flavor. A very strong like duck. Actually, I taste more of a chicken flavor than a duck flavor.
That's the best part.
That's a giant yolk. Wow.
Ah, that's so yummy.
Whoa, look at that. Anton, check that out, man. Oh, that yolk is gigantic. I think I'm gonna add a little more of the chili vinegar on this mic.
This is the part I could eat.
You can never have
chili
enough
vinegar
chili
sounds
vinegar in the
nice.
Philippines.
With
When you're
no
eating
chance
Filipino
to eat
street food, that is one of
like
the
that.
ultimate flavors. Oh yeah,
That's the best part.
that is awesome. Oh, it's just like so creamy, but it tastes almost like it's whipped a little bit. Really creamy and fluffy. And then at the bottom of your balut, you have this like rock hard. What is it?
The white part.
That's the white that's undeveloped. It's the white part of the egg that is undeveloped and it's like rock hard, so you don't eat that. That was delicious.
What is that though?
I'm not saying that balut is something I would crave all the time, but I think it actually tastes pretty good, and it is quite fun to eat as well. It's like the ultimate hard-boiled duck egg that you could possibly have. Within a shell, you have all the different components and all the different textures and tastes, and it's so pure. You know, it's all just in a single shell. When you come to the Philippines, balut is something. If you're up for an adventure, you gotta try balut.
I'll just finish this off. My camera cut out, but the video ends right after that. It just says goodbye. But I could not eat that duck in that stage. Like, what I was going to say, I didn't know the camera had cut off and I was still talking. Do you eat that as a common thing? Is it like a normal meal? Or is it like a speciality, like a delicacy that you only have every now and then? Do people cook that at home? Can you buy it like in the supermarket? Is it a regular thing? Does it taste as nice as he says? And also, come on, you saw what I thought looked nice. I want stuff like that. I know there must be so much more. I feel like he's concentrated on the more shocking things, or like the things that viewers would watch and go, oh, type of thing. I want some more street food. Maybe meat that's already, you know, like chopped up and cooked. It's more street food. I like. What's the best street food? I've seen this Mark Wiens has done more, so I'll probably look at his. But can you tell me which one of his videos are the best for? Probably what represents you the best? What is the best food that can be offered? Like, show me, please. And other than that, I'm gonna wrap it up. Stay safe. Give me some stuff. Please let me know down in the comments what you're eating right now, because I'm starving. But see you soon. Stay safe. Follow us on everything. Ciao, ciao. Bye.